Hello, this is Louis Hayes, and I'm delighted to share my idea on affirmation with you. This is the CD version of the book. I Can Do It. The book is for reading and the CD is for listening. Do listen to the CD for a later 30 days. If you drive a car, it is a perfect companion on the road. Let these ideas permeate your consciousness until they become a part of you. I can do it. How to use affirmations to change your life by Louis L. Hayes. I dedicate the city to my ever-growing audience. It is my desire that each and every person learn how to use affirmation to create love, peace, joy, prosperity, and sense of well-being for themselves. Today is a new day. Today is a day for you to begin creating a joyous, fulfilling life. Today is day to begin to release all your limitations. Today is day for you to learn the secrets of life. You can change your life for the better. You already have the tools within you to do this. These tools are your thoughts and your beliefs. I will teach you how to use these tools to improve the qualities of your life. For those of you who are not familiar with the benefits of positive affirmation, I would like to explain a little about them. An affirmation is really anything you say or think a lot. A lot of what we normally say and think is quite negative and does not create good experience for us. We have to rechange our thinking and speaking into positive patterns if we want to change our lives. An affirmation opens the way. It is a beginning point of change. In essence, you are saying to your subconscious mind, I am taking responsibility. I am aware that there is something I can do to change. When I talk about doing affirmation, I mean to consciously choose words that we either have to eliminate something from your life or have to create something new in your life. Every thought you think and every word you say, you speak is an affirmation or your self-talk. Each term of affirmations. You are using affirmation every moment whether you know it or not. You are affirming and creating your life experiences with every word and every thought. Your beliefs are merely habitual thinking patterns that you learn as a child. Many of them work very well for you. Other beliefs may be limiting your ability to create. The very things you may say you want, what you want, and what you believe you deserve may be very different. You need to pay attention to your thoughts so you can begin to eliminate the ones that are creating experiences that you do not want in your life. Please realize that Every complaint is an affirmation of something you think you don't want in your life. Every time you get angry, you are affirming that you want more answer in your life. Every time you feel like a victim, you are affirming that you want to continue to feel like a victim. If you feel that life does not give you what you want in the world, then it's certain you will never have a good day that life gives to others until you change the way you think and talk. You are not a bad person for thinking the way you do. You have that never learned how to think and talk. The worst is that now beginning to learn. That our thoughts create the experience. The parents probably didn't know this, so they could not possibly teach it to you. They taught you how to look at life in the way that their parents taught them, so nobody is wrong. However, it is time for all of us to wake up and to begin to consciously create our lives in a way that brings and supports us here. Can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. Just need to learn how to let get it. I will talk about affirmation in general and then I will get to specific areas apply and show you how to make positive change in the health or your finance or your love life. Once you learn how to use the affirmation, then you can apply the principle in all situations. Some people say that affirmation don't work, which is an affirmation in itself. When what they mean they don't how to use them correctly. They may say, my property is growing and think, oh, this is stupid. I know it won't work with affirmation will win. Because it is part of long-standing habitual way of looking at life. Sometimes people will say their affirmation once a day and then complain is the rest of time it will take a long time for affirmation to work it. Is done this way, the complaint affirmation will always win because there are more of them and they are easily said with gracefully saying our affirmation is only part of the procedure. What we do for the rest of day and night is even more important. The secret to have the affirmation work quickly and consistently is to prepare. Affirmation like seeds planted in soil, poor soil, poor growth, abundant growth. The more you can choose to think thoughts that make you feel good, the quicker the affirmations work. Think happy thoughts. Is that simple? And it is durable. The way you choose to think right now is that just a choice. You may not realize it because you have thought this way for so long, but it's really a choice. Now, today, this moment, you can choose to change your thinking. It won't turn around overnight, but if you are consistent and daily make the choice to think thoughts that make you feel good, it will definitely make positive change in every area of life. I learned this secret from Abraham. Experienced teacher Abraham called S30755. 99 or log on to the website www.com for information. To be one of the best teachers on the planet today, I awaken each morning with blessings and gratitude for a wonderful life. I live and I make the choice to think happy thoughts no matter what others are doing. No, I don't do it 100% of the time, but I am up to the 75-80% now and makes a big difference in how much I enjoy life. How much good is that seem to flow in my everyday words. The only moment you ever live is the moment. This moment is the only time you have any control over. If we want, and how can we create future moments that are abundant and fun? How? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? What are your current emotions? What is the gut feeling? Would you like to feel better? Then reach for better feeling thoughts. If you feel bad in any way, sad, grumpy, bitter, resentful, angry, fearful, guilty, depressed, jealous, critical, then you have temporarily lost your connection to the flow of good experiences that the universe has waiting for you. Don't waste your thoughts on blame. No person, place, or thing has any control over your feeling because they do not think in the mind. It is also why you really have no control over others because you cannot control their thoughts. No one can control another unless that person gives permission. So we want to be aware of this powerful mind you have. You can take total control over your own thinking. It is the only thing you will ever have total control of. What you choose to think is what you will get in life. I have decided to choose to think thoughts of joy and appreciation, and you can. What kind of thoughts make you feel good? Thoughts of love, appreciation, gratitude, remembering joyful experience, thinking of good things you would like to have happen in the future, rejoicing that you're alive, blessing the body with love and enjoy this moment and looking forward to tomorrow. Thinking this kind of thought is an act of loving yourself, and loving yourself creates miracle in your life. Now let's get to the affirmation. Doing affirmation is consciously choosing to think certain thoughts that will create positive results in the future. It is focal point to begin changing your thinking. Affirmative statements are going beyond the reality of the present into the creation of the future. By the words you use now. When you choose to say, I am very prosperous, you may have very little money in the bank at the moment. What you are doing is planting seeds for future prosperity. Each time you repeat it, you are affirming the seeds you planted in the atmosphere of your mind. That is why you one is to be happy, atmosphere things grow much quicker. And for it, rich soil is important for you to always say your affirmation in present tense. I have or I am. If you say I'm going to or I will have, then it stay out there in the future. The universe takes short thoughts and words very literally. Always. This is another reason to keep a happy mental atmosphere. It is easy to think in positive affirmation when you feel good. Think of it this way every thought you think counts, so don't waste your precious thoughts. Every positive thought brings good into your life. Every negative thought pushes good away. It keeps that out of your reach. How many times in your life have you almost gotten something good and it seemed to be just snatched away at the last moment? If you could remember your mental atmospheres, too many negative thoughts create the better again positive affirmation. If you say, I don't want to be sick anymore, this is not an affirmation for good health. You have to state clearly what you do want. I accept perfect health now. I hate this car does not bring you a wonderful new car because you are not clear, and even if you do get a new car in a short time, you will probably hate it because this is what you have affirming. If you want a new car, then say something like this. I have a beautiful new car that fits on my needs. Some people say life stuck with is terrible affirmation. Can you imagine what experiences that will bring you? But it is a lie. That stuck is your thinking that stucks. Just thought it will help you to feel terrible, and when you feel terrible, no good can come into your life. Don't waste time arguing for your limitation, poor relationship problems, illness, poverty. The more you talk about the problem, the more you adjust it in place. Don't blame an answer for your problem. Is that as a waste of time. We are all under the law of outer consciousness. Our thoughts and only we attach specific experiences to us. By the way, we think when you change the thinking process, then everything is a lie. We also change. It will be amazing and delighted to see how people place things and circumstance can change blame. Is that another negative affirmation, and you do not want to waste your precious thoughts on it. It instead learn to turn your negative affirmation around in positive ones of instance. I hate my body become I love and appreciate my body. I never have enough money or money flows into my life in an abundant way. I'm tired of being sick or I almost my body to return to its natural balance. I'm too fast. Or I honor my body and take good care of it. Nobody loves me. I radiate love and love fills my life. I'm not created to discovering talents I did not know I had I stuck I last job can become wonderful new. Doors are open for me all the time. I'm not good enough, or I'm in the process of positive change and I deserve the best. This does not mean for you to be frightened of every thought you think, because when you first begin to make the change over and really pay attention to the thoughts, you will horrified to realize how necessary much of thinking has been. So when you cast a negative thought to yourself, this is an old insult to longer truth to think that positive thought to substitute for it as quickly as you can. Remember, you want to feel good as much as possible. Thoughts of bitterness, resentment, blame, or guilt make you feel miracle. That is a habit you really want to release. Another barrier to having positive affirmation is feeling not good enough, but you don't deserve to have good in your life. If that is your issue, you could see how many of the self-esteem affirmation you can memorize and then repeat them often. It will have changed that worthless feeling of fear you might be carrying around to one setting and self-worth. And what's your positive affirmation? Affirmations are solutions that will replace whatever problem you might have. Whenever you have a problem, repeat over and over. It's well. Everything is working out for my highest goals. Out of this situation, all the girls will come and I am safe. This simple affirmation will work miracle in your life. I would also like to suggest that you do not share your affirmation with others who may poo-poo this idea. When you are just getting started, it is best to keep your thinking to yourself until you have achieved your deserved results. Then friends will say, "Oh, your life is changing so much. It was so different. You been doing?" And then you can explain. Go over this session several times until you really get the principles, and you can leave them also zero in the session that may have the most meaning to you, and practice the affirmation and remember to make up affirmation of your or the first affirmation for you to you right now. I can do it. I can feel good about myself. I can make positive change.